Okay, so while we were looking for where we could park for Shilton Church, which is a bit of a nightmare, we came down the road and we have St James's Church in Ansty. Now this is still, or was still counted as Warwickshire, even though actually we're almost in Coventry. So if you go to an Ansty Hall, the hotel and wedding venue is next door. So if you do come here, you need to park your car on the path by the road and then walk up. So we've just come to have a... Now I did do a little bit of research on this building, and there's been a building here for quite a long time, but the one that's here now apparently is a Gilbert Scott restoration. And those of you who like your architecture, you'll have heard of Gilbert Scott. Now how we get into it, I don't know. Apparently there are some Commonwealth war graves, so we're... Okay, you can't get you... Oh, I can see some graves. I think we've got a bit of a walk loose. Yeah. I think they serve coffee at the top. So if you have your wedding at Ansty Hall, I think you can actually get married in this church as well. But there is a little bit on Facebook with weddings and stuff at this church. I didn't even know it was here until I started going through what's on our patch. So you might have ancestors that lived up this way. I mean, I don't know. It's not somewhere that's mentioned very often, and if anyone mentions Ansty, I think of the hotel, Rolls Royce, and what was Sparrow Hall. So, right, well, this is obviously the slightly newer bit. Yeah, and yet, mind you, Ansty, the village of Ansty, is just down the road. They don't actually have a church in the village. This is the church. And, well, Bellasis, Richard Oliver Bellasis, Captain, Royal Navy. So that might be one to look up. That's a wooden one. Oh look, we found the church wheelie bins. It's going to be a new video session. Wheelie bins of churches. Peter Edward Woolacombe Adams. Hancock's. So this is 1803. So we do have, yeah. And actually, look, there's two different parts of the church. So, there's a ladder that goes to nowhere. It's like, now that sandstone bit, is that the older bit? There's a lot of sandstone around this area, isn't there? Oh, what have we? Yeah. So there's still, but like you can see Coventry in the distance, and you can see the village. You can see the roofs of the village just over there. And what have we got? Reader, and what surname is that? It's this one, I think. Voile, Voile. Yeah, look, Joseph and Sarah Voile, 1794 and 1790 and 1778. I think these might be the oldest gravestones that we've actually seen with a date on. Although I'm going to guess those ones by the church are even older. And I'm going to guess there's a high chance that we won't be able to read. Oh, there, look, I can read that one. 1755?
I've seen someone.
Where?
No, I don't know.
Probably. Either that or we've got a ghost following us. It's your dad. Go and look over here, you silly what's-its. Your dad going, what are you doing? Yeah, so can't read any of these anymore. Yeah. Well, can't really see it. That's the problem. Lots of Josephs. Eisen. Sir Joseph and Eliza Waite. Age 4 years and 3 months. It's little ones. Oh. Eisen. Wonder if that's a Russell. John Russell. We can't see. Something 79, probably 17. So I don't know. What we've got here. Memory of Pridmore. Pridmore. I've heard that name before. Oh, I think that one of the chaplains at George Eliot Hospital, his name might have been Pridmore. Anyway, 1781, 1800, and Mary Pridmore. Age 13. John, Thomas, the son of John and Mary Pridmore of Keam Fields, 1767. You see, it's not going to be Keam Abbey, but Keam Fields is right next to it, isn't it? Because that's sort of a... Oh, Janet says she might have some Johnsons. What in Ansty? So we've got to look for Johnsons in the Ansty churchyard now. Right, let's have a look. I think this one might be really old. Here lies the body of someone who departed, and then I can't read the rest of it. Well, whoever it is, I hope they departed peacefully. Well, it might be them that's following us around the graveyard. Right. Pridmore. There's some more Pridmores there. And Rowe. Sanders. What's that? Tom Line. So not Thomas, but Tom. That's like unusual. We've got Cross. That's it. So, Maria Cross. Born on the left lie the bodies of Anne Sanders, Mary Cross, John Roberts, Maria Roberts, all of one family, born and died in this parish. But he says to the left, is that... So they did one headstone for them all, but you've got to sort of guess where the others are. That's a bit interesting. Barnet, Hepzibah. Oh, I love a Hepzibah. Paul's got a Hepzibah in his family going back. One of his great. I know, it's a brilliant name. I'd love to know what they shortened it to. Because it wouldn't have been Hepsy. Pepsi.
Yeah.
More Barnets. Let's go and have a look up here. Right. Oh, there's some... Being nosy. I can smell their food. That's driving me mad. Right. So there, Stopford Adams. Can you see who that one is? Because this doesn't look that old.
Stopford. 1985.
Stopford Adams. Yeah. And then... just being nosy. Oh, hello, pigeon. Well, there's an old wall there, but I don't think there's anybody buried in that bit. I think it probably stops there. So apparently, yeah, Gilbert Scott did some work on this church. I did have a quick look last night, but to be honest, I didn't really digest everything that I read. To be fair, no, I can't read that one. Arthur Roberts Adams, George Curtis Adams. So Adams, yeah. Cadwallader Adams of Ansty Hall. Anna Catherine Elizabeth, but I'm the wife of, I'm not sure. The Reverend, what's that say? Beck?
Yeah.
The Reverend C. Coker Beck, Vicar of St Paul's, Foleshill, Rector of Crowell in Oxfordshire. Oh. So he must have like retired here, or what's this one? Elizabeth Lancaster, the faithful servant of the Reverend Coker Beck.
Oh.
So I bet she was his housekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least she's... can't read that one. Quite a few butterflies around here today. Major General Henry William Adams. Yeah. Adams, Francis Cadwallader Adams, and Catherine Isabella Adams. So I think the Adams family, with one D. Sarah French. What's this? The Milner Grindall. That's a new name. I think that's French. Grindall. Oh, I've not heard that name before. Richard Turner Smith. Turner Sim. Turner Sim?
Yeah.
Or Christopher Turner. Sim. We've got Sim and Steen. Belcher. I'm sorry, but
That's weird.
that's just weird. Why is that just going round and round and round?
Is that a ghost or just...
Sansom. Well, you can stop it. Why is that? That's just weird. Frank, tell him to stop. John Eliot, Thomas Eliot. Is it because we haven't mentioned their name yet? That's just... It's not going round. It was going round and round in a circle, which is just a bit weird. I think this is the car park that obviously... You can walk up here, look, there's like public footpaths. Oh look, we can see... What can we see? We can see the motorway, I don't know which bit. I'm going to guess that's going to be the M69.
Okay.
Yeah, look, that's just going round in circles. That's just weird. Sarah Beck. And we've got Margaret Shaw and Smith. John Masters of Ansty. Martha, the wife of John Williams, and the daughter of John and Martha Masters of Ansty. Lucy's convinced she saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? Bottrell. Bottrell. And what's on this big one? Reynolds. Martha Reynolds. So the Reynolds family must have had plenty of money, because this would have cost quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mary Reynolds Buckham and Sarah Gadsby. Yeah. There's quite a few of them in there. Yeah. Look at this one. Frank Dawson Sampson, and I think it says his wife. Can't read that one. Page, Lydia Bowden, and Oakes, surname Oakes. So from what I understand, they still do have services here, but I think like twice monthly. Maria Argyle and Arthur Argyle and Dora Adcock. That says Petrie. I thought that was a Scottish name. I could be dreaming. That could be just me putting two and two together and making 76. Porter. We got. It's Francis Lavinia French. So they've got a nice little bench you can sit. We'll have a look at the war graves in a minute. Just try and get a few more of these in. Vesey, Hind and Leiden. Oh my goodness me. Right, so we've there's a bell and it's 12 o'clock, so we're going to get another 9 of those. It's obviously on a timer. Oh, that they've got a well-trained ghost that still rings the bells. Page, Bong, Clayton. It's when it rings 13 that you start worrying.
Yeah.
Wolf, Tustin, and Bond, Reynolds, more Reynolds. What's this? Catherine Venables, militia relict of. So born at the Gatehouse of Fleet. Died in Leamington. Oh. See, so just because someone was buried in one place, lived in one place, doesn't necessarily mean that they were buried there. Right, let's have a look at these war graves. I'm glad I'm not here on my own, I tell you. It's a bit creepy. Don't normally bother me, but this one just seems a bit creepy. However, we have Miss Gimin, pilot of the Royal Air Force, World War II. Doesn't say how old they were when they died. Forbes, age 24, World War II. Brackenbury, pilot instructor, age 21. Scholes, World War II, age 26. And McCarthy, another pilot instructor, age 1941, age 24. So here's another oh, there's another one to the side of the tree. Let's not miss him out. Burke, age 33, 1941.
Oh, pilot instructors, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that just makes me wonder. Oh, so, you can see over to Coventry. I think that must be the M69 down there, and that's the M6. And there's the beautiful, well, I can see 3 spires, but 2 of them are sort of obliterated by flats. And there's the village of Ansty and the local cows, who seem to be quite having a nice...
They're horses.
Are they horses?
Yeah.
Oh, blooming nose there, didn't even look. They're horses. Because I looked at black and white, wasn't looking properly. Yeah, so we've got those horses. Now, I reckon sometimes if you come off the M69 to go on the M6 and you go around that big loop at junction 2, oh look, there's a canal boat going across the canal at the bottom. Those horses are in the field over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can make out the... I don't know if I can zoom in. I can. There is a canal boat at the bottom. So we are right next to the Coventry Canal. How lovely. So you can walk up here from the canal if you really wanted to. But I must admit that this grindles, there's more grindles. So I don't normally feel this churchyard's a bit creepy. I even went to Monk's Kirby, and apparently that's meant to be very haunted. Oh. And that, during the daytime, was absolutely fine. But there's a lot of grindles here, I think, and Kirkby, Healy, Robinson. But yeah, more grindles of Park Farm. So yeah, they must be a local family. Some more there, look. And then we've got some Gilbert. These are Gilberts. So sorry, Janet, didn't find any Johnsons. Doesn't mean there aren't any. Just means they don't have a stone. But yeah, these are all the newer ones. So well, me and Lucy are now going to drive back up the road. It is 12:05. And then see where we can park to go and have a look in Chiltern Church and Graveyard. Nason, there's a few Nasons. Ronchetti and Goodburn. Oh, that one at the back. I always like an interesting one. Look, apparently Julie Bennett died tragically in the USA. So, well, there you go. That is the Church of St James Ansty. If you search for it online, there's a gentleman that's actually been in there and took some pictures. And there's a bit more information about the actual church itself. But we're going to walk back to the car now and hope, if you see us in about 10 or 15 minutes time, that means we've found somewhere to park near the church at Chiltern. And if you don't, that means we haven't and we've gone home. So we'll bid you farewell for now, and you may get